What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another video, and I'm here on behalf of Stadia Dosage News and as co-host of SML Podcast. But before we get too deep into this video, I want to let you know that in a few seconds you're going to see a card pop up on the screen. I want to say right about now. There it goes. All right. Following that card is more important than actually listening to the entirety of this video. Why? Because the full gambit of what we're going to talk about in this video comes from that link that connects you to the video, which this is derived from, which is the latest SML podcast. So basically what I'm saying is I appreciate you being here, but more important than anything, if your time is limited and you need to listen to something now, you can't listen to too much. If you got to choose, I'd rather have you listen to SML Podcast so you can get the full gambit of information which this video is about. Nonetheless, let's continue on. Now, you know the title of this video. Join us as we discuss Stadia'S project Hailstorm, which is derived from another question that we've been asking since this information has been dropped on us, stealth dropped on us, which is, what the hell is Project Hailstorm? Well, what's come about here is, there's very smart people in this community, fantastic community members, that what they do is every time Stadia releases an Android APK or a version of the Android app, they break it down. They look at all the nooks and crannies, all the notations, all of the code that's within that app, and then they share that information with us to let us know either what's going to be implemented ASAP or something that's coming down the pike. Okay. And in the latest APK breakdown of the Stadia app, the community members have found something very crazy, something just that we've never heard of before, or as ChromeUnbox.com has noted, something ominous, which is called Project Hailstorm. And basically there's just script in that, or I won't even say script, just text in that APK breakdown that says, hey, beware or be waiting for Project Hailstorm. Project Hailstorm is coming, and that's it, folks. And it has a lot of buzz percolating in the gaming community because a lot of us are educated on what's going on with Stadia, what its potential is, things like Project Chimera, what that's going to lead to. So that's creating this large buzz and this large discussion within the Stadia gaming community on what this Project Hailstorm could be. Now, if you are new to the Stadia community, if you just happen to join us because you got Cyberpunk and you like the way that Cyberpunk played, and this is all jargon to you, and you don't understand why we're saying that Stadia could do this and Stadia can do that, and it's capable of all this, and it feels like that we're just pulling magical stuff out of you know where, I want to take this opportunity to take that slither of information from this fantastic SML podcast that you got to listen to in entirety. And I want to play it for you right now. That'll help you understand why you might be seeing some of these quote unquote loftier expectations of what Project Hailstorm could be. So with no further ado, let me do this for you. You know how we do. Let me show you something.
Yeah, I think that with all this, again, machine learning, y'all, remember that term. You know what I'm saying? That terminology is real. Project Chimera, that's going to free up artists and the game and speed up the game development process, y'all. It's going to speed the process up. It's going to make it where they've already told you games like a Baldur's Gate 3 can be game tested or play tested without having hundreds of real human beings. They could just, it will handle all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like creating lines of dialogue, and then Project Chimera for artists will be drawing these. So if you draw like a picture of a little dinosaur, they gave an example or whatever, or a dragon or something, it will flesh that out for you as an artist or whatever, which saves you hundreds and hundreds of hours of man time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. So all of this technology talk, man, it just makes me think about the fact that Stadia has been telling us so many times. They have been giving us a clear roadmap the whole damn time. Like before, we got our hands on the controller, right? Absolutely. What do I mean by that? If you don't mind, if I could have a minute or two to run down
brother, the floor is yours, right? brother.
So,
yes, sir.
I remember somewhere, I can't find these articles on the fly or whatever, but I remember reading stuff like Phil Harrison, not Phil Spencer. That's the other Phil, y'all. Over here is Phil Harrison. Phil Harrison saying something like that how if you basically like that anywhere that YouTube could run well, Stadia would run well. You know what I'm saying? So we should have known that they had built something special that would work well. But yet people are surprised in MM2K by how well Stadia actually works. You're starting to see more and more people like just coming out. I saw a tweet yesterday. Like, yeah, man, I'm tired of this dude was like, yo, I'm tired of bashing Stadia, whatever. I can't do it no more. He gave in. You know what I'm saying? He gave in.
Exactly.
He said it's great. And I knew it was real because it's kind of like how I felt with Luna. When I went out there on Twitter on the streets and I had to let Luna know, look, I talked trash, I doubted your platform, and then it was working okay for the most part, and I was able to enjoy the experience for the most part, but it just wasn't there yet in comparison to Stadia. And that's just how I feel now. Those things could change. I hope it all gets better. It's just going to make it more competitive for us. Then, like when the people ask me, Project Storm, why Stadia? Why do you and MM2K seem to cap so hard for Stadia and all this stuff, man? Why do y'all, like, I don't understand. How can you be a Stadia follower? They don't have no games and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So I just hit him with the, look, you got to look at the price to performance ratio. You know what I'm saying? I swear, I don't even really see the $9.99 coming out of your account. I've already told Stadia, take my money, man. Take that $10 because I'm going to be spending that on games and snacks and stuff any damn way. While I play my games. So take that $9.99 and then let me decide which games I want to pick. The library is there, it's improving. The CCU only uses 5 watts of power. People always in the PC space, they always talk about the power of the graphics card and all that. The motherboard uses this many watts and then the graphics card uses this. The CPU is 125 watts, damn. So they're always paying attention to that. So for those people, it should be easier for them to jump over to Stadia because the CCU, again, uses only 5 watts of power, man.
Thank you, Project Storm, for dropping that holy grail on all of us, those of us that have been following this content that may even have forgotten, and for those that are newcomers to the platform. Yes, and that's just a slither of it. That's just a slither of the capabilities that Stadia presents. Again, there's a lot of content creators out here and a lot of people talking about it. And we got a lot of material here on Stadia Dosage News that digs deep into what Stadia is capable of. Or an aforementioned video, which is why Project Chimera. I watched Cyberpunk 2077 shows that, Project Chimera's capabilities are just endless. Things like that. So check out those videos. But with that said, yes, there is a lot of talk of what this Project Hailstorm could be, looking at it technically, and that's why you're hearing a lot of this wide-ranging talk on what it could be. And you're going to get more of that if you listen to this SML podcast. Again, either if you missed the opportunity to click that card, you can go back and do it within 30 seconds of this video, or you can go hit the link in the description, or we got a link in the comment section. You definitely don't want to miss any of this because this is a great conversation. We also got smart people like Dosage of the Stadia community that called in and gave us some real good information on what it could be. Don't miss any of it. SML podcast this past week. Great episode. Be there. With that said, that's it from your boy MM2K. Can't wait to see you guys over there. Have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.